Visit CCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more. Hello and welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Today we'll be looking at deck from the US National Championship, the third place that Paul Johnston actually got with this water box deck. So first thing to notice is definitely his brilliant play and the top three plays on the US National. So first of all, congratulations on that. And the second, of course, a double Lysander that he played, and actually that was very powerful and very strong with this water box deck. So two Lysanders in this deck makes a lot of sense because actually, as long as you can Quaking Punch your opponent for like ages and prepare and set up other attackers on your bench that you actually need, you can actually stall so much time with double Lysander and playing them, so your opponent actually cannot set up as well because it's prevented with the item lock, and you can actually just prepare those grenade hammers for hit for a lot of damage. You can also buy some time with the Crystal Ray if your opponent played those evolution decks, but yeah, pretty much you can also attack lock him with Resistance Blizzard if opponents actually play those EX decks. So in my opinion, the standard Pokemon list, but that double Lysander is just what makes this deck very special. So we have 11 Pokemons, 38 trainer cards, and 11 energies in this deck. So 11 energies, 4 max elixirs, and 3 energy switches makes also this deck so strong because you can actually just hit so many max elixirs on your turn 1, so you can actually even hit for the grenade hammer, but I guess that's not the point of the game. The main point is just the Quaking Punch to buy some time when you can actually set the multiple knockouts with those grenade hammers turn after turn. So for support, he played 2 Shames with the setup, so he can draw cards till he has 6. Also single Hoopa, because with Skandar Ring you can actually search your deck for up to 3 EXs, which is good for the setup. For example, you start with the Ultra Ball. For the Hoopa you can grab Seismitoad, maybe even a Manaphy for retreat if you have any energy attached to your Pokemons in play, and of course Shaman for extra cards. So yeah, 1 Hoopa, 1 Articuno with a Delta Plus who can actually stall even 3 prizes. I mean, you can steal 3 prizes by knocking out your opponent EX with that 3 edge, which is actually not that hard to accelerate with this kind of deck, also with those energy switches. Glacian ×1 with that Crystal Ray, but also Second Bite is very strong because it can hit for 20 plus 10 more for each damage counter on your opponent active Pokemon. So for example, if your opponent's active Pokemon has a lot of damage, you can just Second Bite him for the knockout for just 2 energies, which is also strong. I was first surprised when Glacian hits me when I was playing online. I was thinking like, well, I even didn't read the first attack. I just focused on the second one, and I had like 140-50 damage on my active. I was playing with a Zygarde and Fighting Fury Belt, and then just Second Bite came and hit for a knockout. I was just surprised. Very good card. 2 Manaphy with Aquatube for that free retreat if you have any water energy attached to your Pokemon in play, but also Mineral Pump is very strong attack. It can heal 30 damage from each of your benched Pokemons and hit for the 60 with that Mineral Pump. So if you have double Manaphy in play, you can just retreat between one to other between turns for against that Trevenant break. It can be just deadly for your opponent, especially with the Rough Seas. Also Rage Ice with that Resistance Blizzard and Ice Beam. Of course, main attacker Seismitoad EX with Grenade Punch, with the Grenade Hammer and Quaking Punch. So 3 Seismitoads in deck. So from item cards, we have 3 energy switches. Basically, with energy switch, you can move energy from one of your Pokemon to any other in place. So that's definitely good because you can just play multiple max elixirs, accelerate your benched Pokemons with energies, and just with the energy switch, you can switch them to the active spot. So you can actually use Quaking Punch with 2 water energies on your first turn because you can actually play 1 from hand and just max elixir for energy switch, so you can have your Quaking Punch ready, but even better, you can have energy on the active Pokemon, 2 Max Elixirs, Manaphy in place, so you can have free retreat to Seismitoad at the bench, so there's a lot of combinations. Also very interesting on this list is Starling Megaphone and Xerosic, so he played both of them. Xerosic can actually scrap any tool or special energy card, and that Starling Megaphone can give you extra boost by discarding those tools from each of your Pokemon plays. Definitely a very good card. Super Road, also 3 copies of Trainer's Mails, no 4 because probably no space for the 4 because he played also that additional Starling Megaphone and 3 energy switches, so that's the reason why only 3 Megaphones are in this deck. 4 Ultra Balls, of course, same as the 4 V Seekers. From supporter cards we see in this deck a single AZ, very strong card. It can get rid of any of your Pokemons in play, so that's very important. You can remove damaged Seismitoad, you can remove Hoopa, because if you stuck with the Hoopa without Manaphy in the active spot, it can be just without Manaphy on the bench, it can be a very problem to retreat 2 energies. But also to remove those chains for the easy target, definitely it's worth to play AZ in this deck. Also, a copy of Hex Maniac can help you to shut down those abilities on Greninjas, on those Trevenants, on Vileplume, so a copy of Hex Maniac is always good to have. 2 Lysanders, as I mentioned earlier, so just in case one of your Lysanders is prized, you can actually play a second one, but also double Lysander in just a single game without playing Seeker for it is just very strong. 2 Ents and 4 Professor Sycamores and 1 Xerosic. From supporter cards, from the stadium we have 4 Upseas, so he played 4 Upseas in this deck. Very powerful card. You can heal 30 damage from each of your water Pokemon during your turn, so definitely very good. I mean, that's so powerful card that actually Trevenant Break can get a lot of problems if you have just water Pokemons in play. I mean, the only non-water Pokemons in play actually you can have is a Shaman and Hoopa, but you can actually remove that with the AZ, so you can have very good and very decent matchup against those Trevenants. The last item cards he had in this deck are 3 Fighting Fury Bells, so basically to increase the HP for the 40 more and attack for 10 more, so his Seismitoad can actually have 220 HP, so it can be a big tank with that item lock. And of course the last cards, 11 energy, so I saw decks with the 12, but 11 is also good. I mean, personally I play like 4 Max Elixirs if I run 11 or 12 energies, but I cut them down to the 3 if I play 10 or less energies, just because it for my math it does not make any sense to play 4, because a lot of times you will actually have at least 1 energy prized, 1 energy in your hand or 2, and it will be just hard to hit Max Elixir with like 7 energies left in your deck. So if you're looking for any of these cards, as usual, you can find them at CCGCastle.com, so you can check the link in my video description, so make sure to check that. Also, if you're new to the store, you can get 5% discount with the typing TCG Center 5 code in your purchase, so that's definitely good welcome to you. So let's move to the game test so you can actually see the 3rd place deck in the action from this year US National Championship 2016. So see you in the game. Alright guys, so welcome to the game test for this deck, and I will actually probably start second. Okay, so speaking about starting second, I can actually Quaking Punch my opponent. Very good opening hand, I should say that. Have that Ultra Ball, Energy, Trainer's Mail, I have pretty much everything for that. Turn 1 Hoopa, Shaman, Manaphy, and additionally Seismitoad, maybe even Glacian. Oh, there's a Latias on the other side, so that fast trade can actually do a lot of damage on the turn 1, even 60 with the Muscle Band. Hopefully that's not going to happen, but probably it's going to happen. So there's a Trainer's Mail for the Xerosic. Alright, so Trainer's Mail for the Xerosic. Oh, unfortunately my turn, so it looks like my opponent don't have pretty much nothing in his hand. So let's go with the Ultra Ball right there for that Hoopa. I don't even know if I need Hoopa, I mean, I will actually take it, why not? So I can grab some more Pokemons from my deck. Alright, 1 Seismitoad, 1 Manaphy, 1 Shaman for the setup. But before I decide to go with my Shaman For the setup, I will first burn that Trainer's Mail, and that Trainer's Mail can actually give me pretty much nothing. So 5 extra cards with that Shaman will give me oh my goodness, not a single energy. I mean, not a single max elixir for the energy, so I'm going to play again no max elixir. This is just unreal, to be honest. I don't want to play Shaman for 1 card. There's no way I will do that. I decided to roll with my hand just because I didn't want to waste all of my resources, all of those energies. And also my opponent just missed energy attachment on the turn 1, so at least that's something. Oh, thank you a lot for that Parallelocity. I can get rid of my Hoopa from the play. There's a Dido. Alright, that's interesting. This is a new one. Alright, and the Shaman EX. With that Ultra Ball for some extra cards in his hand, so set up for 5. What I'm going to do next turn, I will definitely be able to Quaking Punch my opponent, so he's not going to be able to play any kind of the item cards. There's even Giratina and Toxicroak. I see that Dragology, who can actually put 4 damage counters when it leaves you poisoned. But he decided to discard both of them. So there's a fast rate for 40. And again, I'm not sure to play N or Professor Sycamore right there because 2 energies. I mean, I can go with Professor Sycamore right now. Don't want to take a risk again, and even don't want to give my opponent a chance to get strong hand. So we'll just try to play that Max Elixir, but probably will not be able to find the energy. Yes, there's no chance. I mean, I already have like 6 energies and 5 maybe left in the deck, so it's questionable. So Quaking Punch for the 40, at least he can play those item cards. I do have Xerosic ready, so if he misses energy attachment on his turn, I will definitely scrap. Yeah, there's another fast rate, so I will definitely decide to scrap energy, or maybe not. I'm not sure what's good in this situation. I have energy to my bench Seismitoad, and I will definitely play that Xerosic for another round of the Quaking Punch. On my next turn, I can actually I will just Quaking Punch until I find that Rough Seas. So there's another fast rate for 40. He needs a lot of turns to knock me out, that's for sure. And that Super Road will give me access to another Shaman. So one more time Quaking Punch. 40 more damage. On the next turn I can actually retreat, but I will try to absorb as many damage as I can with my Seismitoad in the active spot before I actually decide to retreat. Another fast raid. So right now it's time to retreat, I guess, because you can never know if your opponent maybe have Xerosic ready in his hand, so I guess it's better to move right now. Then be surprised with the Xerosic and the knockout. So another Quaking Punch. This time just for the 30 damage. So yeah, that Latios is going to be knocked out. His hand is huge. Not sure if he have any of his energies or maybe supporter cards. Looks like he don't have. So Quaking Punch will be very strong right there. There's a Hex Maniac, so I can definitely play Hex right there and Quaking Punch him. I will take 2 prizes. Hopefully one of them is going to be Rough Seas, so I can start to heal some damage. Energy Switch and the Max Elixir, alright, I mean, not bad because I can actually use even my Mineral Pump, so I can heal the 30 damage from all of my benched Pokemons. He decided to promote Shaman in the active spot. Good thing is that the best thing he can do is just a sky return. So I still looking for those. I can see Lugia in the active spot. I still looking for those rough seas. Where are my rough seas in the? Where in the world are they? So energy switch to the Manaphy. A max elixir just because I can. For that energy on the Seismitoad. I guess just a Quaking Punch again. I mean, I don't have another option. It's just 10 damage. At least I can knock out that Lugia with Grenade Hammer on the next turn. But then my opponent will be able to play those item cards and a lot of item cards. And there's a Water Energy. I know that he has double Colorless Energy in his hand. So I don't have nothing to lose. I mean, I'm forced to play my Grenade Hammer on the next turn. Because if I don't do Grenade Hammer, he's going to knock me out. And I actually need to do that. And again, I just desperately drawing dead cards. So there's a knockout over that Lugia. At least I gave my opponent a turn of items. And there's an AZ. Alright, so I can at least play AZ to remove my Shaman. So I can actually drop some extra cards. And finally he can play even Quaking Punch right there. With a double Colorless Energy, and I know that he have double Colorless Energy in his hand, so he's going to play Quaking Punch right here. I can see that. Very smart move, so that Quaking Punch is going to happen. Then again, I don't bother to play my Grenade Hammer, to be honest, because he can't. Maybe he can knock me out. No, he can't. Even with 40 right there and 60 from that Latios is going to be 170, so he's going to be short for 10. But with Muscle Band right there, he would be able to knock me out. So there's a Shaman for the 4. Alright, hopefully I will hit that Rough Seas finally. I mean, I go through my quarter of deck and I didn't find a Rough Seas. But there's an Ace Trainer, so I hope right now I'll be able to find one. Oh, finally Rough Seas. So I feel much better right now. Also that Lysander in my hand is just a big deal right there because I can actually Lysander his Giratina on the bench. Oof, I feel very good right now. Definitely, to be honest. So that Lysander is giving me Giratina, and I can actually just Quaking Punch. 2 turns of the Quaking Punch and a turn of Grenade Hammer will actually knock out the Giratina. I have my V-Seek already in hand, so I can actually choose between Zero-Seek, even if he decides to attach energy. Another Pearl City, alright, at least I heal some damage. That's something. There's a Double Dragon. I guess I don't have another option than just go with my Zero-Seek right there. So Zero-Seek for that Double Dragon and another round of the Quaking Punch. Alright. Hopefully he's not going to be able to find that another energy for his Giratina. But even if he finds, I can actually Quaking Punch and knock him out. Oh, no energy. Big deal right there. Another Quaking Punch. And next turn I can actually just Grenade Hammer because it will be enough damage to knock out his Giratina. So 90 plus 130 is 220, which is enough to knock out that Giratina. And I guess that this is going to be pretty much a GG for my opponent. I'm down to the 1 prize, and all I really need to do is just play my either way Lysander to the Shaman, or even knock out his Ditto or any other Pokemon like Skirl. So his best bet is maybe to promote his Toxicroak, play the double Colorless Energy, leave me poisoned with the 3 damage counters between turns, but then again I have Lysander already in my hand, and this is pretty much GG. I mean, he needs to find a way to drop that N so he can end me down to 1 card, and there's a Trainer's Mail for N. Speaking about that. But then again, I can use my Quaking Punch, so item lock him again. The question is what I will be able to draw with that N. With a single card, we'll see that. Oh, V-Seeker for the Ace Trainer. Will he go with the Ace Trainer or with the N? I guess with the N. I mean, it's better to go with the N. No doubt about that. So, at least... Oh my goodness, Trainer's Mail. So I have Trainer's Mail so I can search my deck for... so I can look at the top 4 cards of my deck and pick any Trainer card I find there. Even a single Rough Seas is going to be a big deal right there, to be honest. So that was a Trainer's Mail for the AZ on my opponent's side. Alright. Triple Poison, 3 damage counters down to my Seismitoad. He needs... Ah, my goodness, Rough Seas as a top deck. Alright, I feel much comfortable right now. There's a Trainer's Mail for a Fighting Fury Belt. I guess I can even use my Mineral Pump right there, to be honest. So I can actually have 60 damage in that Toxicroak, which will lead him to the knockout, and I can even heal the 30 damage off from my Seismitoads on the bench. He's still down to 6 prizes. If he don't retreat on the next turn, I can just finish him with the Grenade Hammer. I mean, my opponent can actually play item cards in this turn, but I don't know what he can do. It's very hard for him to drop 6 prizes, to be honest. Maybe Lysander for that Shaman can actually buy him some time. I mean, I have 8 energies in play, only 3 left. Let's say I have 2 energies left in my deck. But any kind of top deck for the V-Seeker or Lysander is going to lead me to winner right there. So let's see. He played Ultra Ball if I'm not wrong. Yes, Ultra Ball for the Bunnelby. So he can actually play Bunnelby. I mean, it's a 60 HP, so you don't want to use Burrow because you're going to be knocked out. Your best bet is actually to, I don't know what he can do. I don't know, if my opponent decides to promote Bunnelby, it's a GG. I mean, I can even use Mineral Pump and knock him out. So there's an AZ for the Shaman for the setup. 3 extra cards is going to be drawn right there. He's down to the 14, I'm down to 24. So I have 10 more cards left in my opponent in my deck. Alright, double Dragon Energy to the Latios and a triple Poison, and it's pretty much GG because I will just retreat and use my Grenade Hammer and finish the game off. I can even play my setup with the Shaman, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, at the end I actually even healed off almost all of my damage from Seismitoad and my Manaphy. But yeah, it's pretty much GG. So very good deck. I really like it. It works very good. It's so countable to play with it. Deck has a lot of options. It can input a lot of damage with that Grenade Hammer. A Quaking Punch can just freeze your hand. You can play item cards, so very nice deck. So once of all, thank you guys for watching it. Don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button to my channel for more future videos. That was the deck from the US National Championship, third place, Master Division, Paul Johnston. So once again, thanks for watching. Credit goes to him for that deck list. So till the next time, have a nice day and see you in the next video. So goodbye.